Yes, welcome back to In the Red Corner podcast with me, Ross. I hope everyone's well this evening. It's WBKB Thursday. It's weigh-in day tomorrow. It's fight day Saturday. I'm excited. I can't wait. I don't know if you've seen on Instagram, the lads have been putting together the changing rooms. They've got the T-shirts hanging up, the little baskets full of fruit and sandwiches. And, well, the sandwiches aren't in there yet. They'll go mouldy by then. But we're live in the Red Corner podcast. We're on the WBKB Facebook page as well. Please go over to the WBKB YouTube channel too. I'll put the link in the description. It's not in there yet, but go on. All the fight footage from the show is going to be on there, so you'll be able to watch it. Go over and subscribe to WBKB on YouTube. All the exclusive footage, and the footage is going to be amazing. The team that we've got is fantastic. You know, we're bringing people from all over. We're bringing people from the BKFC to come and do work for us and things like that. So it's going to be amazing. The show's getting bigger and better, but I'll bring the main two men on now. It's Gilly and Kev, not to be confused with Kev and Gilly. How's doing, lad? You all right?
Yeah, we've done a coin toss on that one. I've had to point out to Kev that JB comes to talk in the alphabet, and that I'm sick of being the B side, Ross. I'm the B side every week. It's always it's always Kevin Gilly. So it's nice to be Kevin, Gilly and Kevin to the Kevin Gilly for a change. That's what I think.
I had to give in. He was prepared to fight for that. He was actually prepared to fight. I went, fine.
I've got it scrolled across the bottom. You're first there, Gilly. Your name's first across the bottom there. Gilly and Kev.
Oh, honestly, last time I was that close. We were this close to coming to blows. Last time I was that close to coming to blows with somebody that took the last sausage roll out of Greg's.
Hey, for the record,
I mean, it's like I say, I've seen the pictures that you've been putting on the WBKB Instagram. There is a clone Instagram page out there, which hopefully people, if you see it or get a friend request off it, don't follow that or just report it. But the pictures that you have and the videos that you've been putting on Instagram, the changing rooms look amazing. You really go the extra mile, don't you?
Yeah, you know what it is, Ross. And just to clean up what you said before, the sandwiches aren't out there tonight, everyone, because there will be mouldy tomorrow. Come Saturday, there will be mouldy. They're in the away changing rooms. No, they'll be fresh on the day. There will be sandwiches there. Well, we try to look after the lads. Just these little bits, like the T-shirts, they're little, we call them a snack box. They're not kids, I don't get that, but like these bits of fruit, sweets, water, things like that. It's things to kill boredom through the day when you're fighting. It's just to kill boredom. But it's little touches that we're trying to put in there. We're looking after the fighters. That's what it is.
Yeah, 100%. Just to echo what Kev said, everything that we do, it's fighter driven. It's those little touches, Ross. It's the water, it's the sandwiches, it's the fruit baskets. It's we like to keep in constant contact with the fighters just to make sure that they're all okay and things like that. Everything that we do, it's driven by the fighters. That, like I say, they're the most valuable commodity that we've got as a company. And we like to think that these guys who'll fight for us on Saturday will go away and will want to come back and fight for us. And the people who'll come and watch will go away and want tickets for the next event. And we really have left no stone unturned in making sure that sponsors are treated well and fighters are treated well. And I'd like to say just the events. We've just left no stone unturned, Ross, and looking forward to Saturday now.
It's been ready, hasn't it? It's been a long time coming.
I think we're all running on fumes a little bit, if we're being honest with you, mate. It's you think the work for this show started last September, so this is like the culmination of 5.5, 6 months worth of hard work. But what we've discussed is, we're just looking forward to Saturday and enjoying a night of great fighting and a real good atmosphere. And just enjoying the fruits of our labour on Saturday, basically. That's the main thing. We're just really looking forward to enjoying the show and chilling out and just soaking all the atmosphere in, basically.
Yeah, definitely. And everything that's been done, it's all down to the lads now. It's weigh-in day tomorrow. Tonight we've got Dan Mohammed on. We've got Jimmy Wilson on as well. They'll be coming on soon. Big Joe Egan. We've got Big Joe Egan coming to the event, who's obviously been calling out John Fury at the moment, isn't he? Mike Tyson's ex-sparring partner. He's going to be there as the special guest. We've got special guest referee and Danny Christie. Dave Stroughton's going to be the refereeing as well. As it happens, I think Danny Christie's now going to be cornering Dan Mohammed, as Dan's coach can't make it, unfortunately. So you're going to be doing a bit of refereeing as well, Kev?
Yeah, I'm going to step in. It wasn't what I planned, but it just works for the night, doesn't it? So it's going to be different. On the other side, I'm watching the lads fight. So it's going to be brand new for me as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to this, actually, Ross, yeah.
Yeah, like I say, it's a new challenge for Kev. But it's one I'm sure he's up to. So you look at the pedigree of the guys who are refereeing our fights on Saturday now. It's absolutely fantastic. You've got obviously Danny, who's achieved massive things in the sport. Dave Stroughton, who's had 60+ fights, and now this guy, former British BKB cruiserweight champion, 21-fight professional MMA fighter, and he's obviously going to step in now and referee a couple of fights for us. So yeah, it's fair to say the guys in that ring are going to be in safe hands because they're being looked after by blokes who've certainly walked the walk when it comes to fight sports.
100%. Comment there from Sean Sampras Gilchrist saying, good to see Big Kev doing well. Nicky Little hope they sandwich me and my friends. Ha. And David Blacklock, looking forward to it, lads. And of course, Cloud Competitions, one of the show sponsors. We're looking forward to meeting yourselves, and we're looking forward to meeting yous as well. It's going to be a hell of a night. But let's bring the lads on, shall we? We'll bring Dan and Jimmy on. Yes, lads, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, mate.
Good stuff. The night before weigh-in, how's it all going? How's the weight cut going?
It's not been too bad, to tell the truth. I still need to cut a little bit, nothing major, something I can literally, I'll go to the bathroom and I'll be sorted. Don't you worry about that. But I'll be ready for the night. I'll be ready for the night and I'll be ready for the weigh-in tomorrow.
Good stuff. And yourself, Dan?
All on weight, mate. All on weight. Good to go.
Yeah, fantastic. You were on a few weeks ago. Me and you done a podcast a few weeks ago, Dan. Jimmy, I was supposed to get and come and do some filming with you, but unfortunately I didn't get around to doing it. But we'll sort something out for the future. It's been busy. We've been doing some spotlights with the fighters. We all met at the gym a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, Martin Smith, your opponent, Dan, done a spotlight. Have you managed to watch that at all?
Yeah, I had a wee watch of it earlier, mate.
Good stuff. And what did you think of what he was saying? He was saying he thinks he's going to kind of finish you off whenever he wants.
Yeah, he's confident in his abilities and he's entitled to that, but we'll see on Saturday.
Yeah. And Jimmy, how do you see your fight going then, pal?
To tell you, I don't really know much about my opponent, just for what people have obviously told me and stuff. I did see him fight, obviously, boxing on one of the nights I fought on. I can't really say much about him, to tell the truth, because obviously it's been a while since I've seen him box, so it could be a lot different. So I'm just going to go in like I would go in with any other opponent, prepared and ready to fight.
Yeah. Do you know much about the opponents? Do you want to tell them? Talk about their opponents.
Right. Okay. So obviously, right. Do you want to start with Dan? I mean, obviously, you'll maybe see me have a little bit of a giggle there, purely because on Martin's video, you probably see about the eagle and the bear. I just thought that was like the most, just honestly, just a crazy line. But I just want to reiterate what we said a couple of weeks back. Dan was meant to be on the podcast. Unfortunately, he couldn't. I don't know if anybody's been following Dan, but this guy, the amount of miles that Dan has covered and the amount of hours, and I wouldn't even like to guess how much expense that Dan has put into this fight is, and I told Dan this by message, to me it's absolutely inspirational, amount of dedication that Dan's put into his bare knuckle boxing. I think, again, you go back to Martin, I personally think, and I've said this a few times, this is my prediction for the fight of the night. I just think it's two talented boxers, two tough lads, two lads who've left no stone unturned, and I think it's just going to be an absolutely fantastic boxing bout. Dan Mohammed versus Martin Smith, to me, is is the bout to watch. And I'm really excited to watch both of these guys, because just watching them both doing the little bits, moving around the gym, I think they're absolutely tremendous athletes, tremendous boxers, great human beings, and just real dedicated guys. So I think, like I said, that this fight, it's got all the makings of an absolute classic, to be quite honest with you. And like you say, you know, obviously Dan stepped in as a replacement. He wasn't the original opponent, but Dan just showed, you know, just tough as nails. He just wants to get in there, fight, make his mark. And I think Dan's somebody who's destined for big things in the sport of bare knuckle boxing. So yeah, that's a great fight. Moving on to Jimmy Wilson's fight. So obviously, I think the biggest thing the biggest change probably with Jimmy's opponent, Richard. Richard's boxed white collar in the past. Probably hasn't trained for it, being totally honest with you. You know, he's turned up with his little sort of has a big heart and will fight approach. This time round, he has actually put the hard yards in. We kind of, at the start, we kind of spoke to Richard and said, look, this isn't a sport where you turn up and fight.
I think
this
it's been polite. I think we were a bit dubious. If that's the truth of it, we were dubious. Was he going to pull his weight for this fight, or was he going to carry on doing what he's doing?
And he has given his heart and soul. And I look, and I think, again, Richard and Jimmy have similar attributes. You know, we're talking guys of a similar height, similar reach. Both come forward fighters. I think they're going to meet in the middle. And I think, again, it's the fight that's going to start the card off. And I think, personally, that it'll have the crowd out of the seat right from the off, that fight. So, yeah, 2 fights to look forward to, definitely.
Yeah, it must be an honour for you there, Jimmy, opening the show.
Yeah. I've never opened the show before. It's always been mid-fight and that, but hey, it's like I said, it doesn't matter where you put me in the show. I'm going to come out and I'm going to do my best, and that's the way I look at it. Win or lose, obviously, good luck to the better man and stuff like that. But I can tell you right now, I've trained hard for this fight, and I've trained a lot better than what I did last time. Last time, I think I took the fight 3 weeks' notice. I came out. Yep, I'm not going to lie to you. I've looked back and for the last year, I've looked back at that fight and I keep watching the video and I keep watching it, and I look how I'm not going to lie to you. I was shocked with how terrible my performance was. Maybe used fought differently, but it ain't going to be like that now.
It wasn't terrible at all. You put in the performance still. It wasn't a bad performance, Jimmy. It was still a good performance you put in.
And honestly, I'm coming in to stop the guy. I'm not there to obviously dance around the ring with him and stuff like that. I'll be there, and I'm there to knock him out at the end of the day. I'm there to obviously, like you say, it's the first fight of the night. I'm there to get the crowd roaring and stuff like that. And yet again, like I say, Martin, one of my really good mates. I've boxed with him before and stuff like that. I'm actually looking forward to yours in his fight. Honestly, I really am.
Yeah, it's going to be. I just can't wait now. Two nights away, and it's here. Have you got like any? We'll go with you, Dan, first. Do you have any like kind of pre-fight rituals that you do or anything like that? What do you how do you keep your mind kind of mellow and relaxed?
I don't have any specific rituals or anything, mate. I've stayed calm throughout, and I'll stay calm when I'm in the ring. You know, I've worked hard for this. I've not put all those miles and hours in for fuck all. It is for this day. So I'll stay calm. I have no issues with that, and I'll be fine when I get in there.
About yourself, Jimmy, what do you do to keep yourself?
Honestly, I just sit and listen to music. If I get myself too obviously, I don't care what anyone says. Everyone's nervous before a fight. Doesn't matter what happens and stuff like that. Some fighters, I understand. Some fighters are really nervous for the fight, especially there's going to be lads that stepping in that ring. That's their first bare knuckle fight. Obviously, the guy I'm fighting, it's his first fight at the end of the day, stuff like that. But if it gets overwhelmed, not to the point where I'm scared. I'm not saying I'm ever scared to step in the ring, but I stick some music on and I just chill myself out. And then what I do, or if need be, I'll get myself down to the gym or something like that and just do a bit of pad work, do a bit of shadow boxing and that, just get myself back into that mindset again.
Too many times, Ross, I've got to say, I hate it when people say, oh, it's just a street fight. It's not a fucking street fight. People who say that, they've got no fucking clue, It's like, they're not fighting. It's just a street. It's not. These guys are trained fucking boxers, MMA, fucking Thai boxers, K1, whatever it may be. These are trained fighters. It's going in there, skilled at what to do, taking your head in. Again, I was a bit naive in my first fight, Ross, but these idiots, it's just a bare knuckle fight. It's not a bare knuckle fight. You've got some cunt pulling fucking top of your head while they're throwing fucking windmills. It's not a fucking. Sorry, it's not a straight brawl. This is a bare-knuckle fight with trained guys. These guys know what damage they're doing. They know how to break jaws, cheekbones, face. These guys are there to hurt each other. Trained professionals. Don't drink, don't eat shit, train like fuck. But then you get these idiots that say it's a street fight. It's not. These are drunken people that go in the street, don't remember what's happened in the morning. They took a couple of smacks in the face, got a black eye. And that's as much as you know as a bare-knuckle fight. It's not that. These are trained people hitting each other without fucking gloves on that know what they're doing. And that's the difference. It really annoys. That's one of my biggest annoyances when people say, it's just a street fight. It's not, mate. Get yourself in there, try it.
Yeah, 100%. It's not. And this is, we've talked about this.
It is.
We've talked about this as well. It's something that we're going to talk about tomorrow night on the BBC. We've managed to get the BBC Radio Cumbria involved, and they're going to come and do some filming in the next couple of weeks, which is going to go on to BBC Sounds. So I'm really looking forward to being live on the radio for that tomorrow night with you two guys. It's one thing that we said to them as well, is this isn't just a bunch of thugs going at it. These are trained professionals. Exactly what you've just said there, Kev. This is a sport. It's not thuggish and brutal, and it's art that these lads create in the ring. I say it all the time. It's art that you lads create in the ring.
It's, yeah.
100%, Ross. And to reiterate, like you say, I
go on, Gilly. Sorry, go on.
No, I spoke to the News and Star today, and the biggest thing that I reiterate to the News and Star: Saturday is a sporting event. That is what this is. It's a sporting event with professional athletes on display, and and what folk will find,
people that want to do it,
the people who are lucky enough to attend this event, Saturday is going to blow their mind. What they say on Saturday, because we're not showing our hand, but the production values and things like that, and the ring walks and things like that, and if that's in place, people are going to be so shocked by what they say on Saturday. And again, it's because this is a sporting event, and this is a legitimate sport that we're a part of. And like I say, these guys are making so much sacrifice to make weight and things like that. And like I say, I'll challenge anybody to see how guys like Dan Mohammed, Dan Park, Bartek, lads like that, how they train, and try and tell them lads anything different. Like I say, the sport of BKB is absolutely going through the roof now. The popularity of it's absolutely flying. And again, just to reiterate to everybody coming on Saturday, that's what this is. It's a high quality sporting event.
Absolutely. I was just before that, I was just going to say there's a couple of comments there as well. Stephen Ireland saying, "Can't wait, boys." Jamie Christopher is ready for his fight on Saturday night, ready to rumble. Simon Kirk in the comments there as well. Hope you're having a nice holiday, Simon. From YouTube Wars, unfortunately, you can't come to the event. Jamie Christopher, I've got a 24-hour ban on Facebook, so I've had to come on YouTube.
He's good he can't be there, but he's in Spain instead.
Rick Doherty, my man.
That does not surprise me, Ross, at all. That doesn't surprise me.
RSD Transportation, Rick Doherty, my man, is coming to the show as my guest, which I can't wait to see him and meet up with him again. Phil AMC, Radcliffe, looking forward to Saturday, guys. Be epic. Big shout out to Parky, Grant and Bartek. And Rick Doherty again saying roll on Saturday and the £20 donation. Thank you very much, Rick, as always, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Samantha Wilson there saying good luck to all the lads taking part. Stephen Ireland saying can't wait. I can't wait as well now. Tomorrow, weigh-ins, what's going on with them?
Right. Go on, Kev, you can lead off.
Go on. I was going to say, so we're starting at 2 o'clock. That's the start time's 2, finish at 5. That's the cutting time, for what we put out there. We've made it public to everybody, so if they want to come, there's the bars open on the other side, so if people want to come and cheer, get in the lads' face, it's for everybody. It'll be a good crack tomorrow. Go on, I'll let you go on, then I'll tell a story about it.
So anybody based in Cumbria, West Cumbria, or just general BKB fans, a lot of the fighters are going to be weighing in tomorrow at the Moresby Rugby Union Football Club in Whitehaven. So thank you very much to Moresby Rugby Union Football Club for the kind loan of their facilities tomorrow. So that's where the guys are going to be weighing in, obviously on the calibrated scales, under the watchful eye of me and Kev. The away fighters are obviously going to weigh in via video and things like that. So obviously once that's done tomorrow, between 2 and 5, that's the hard part done for the fighters, and then it's the fun time from there, isn't it?
Let me just go back to this weigh-in though, Ross. Let me just go. So for every fighter out there, I'm in a WhatsApp group with all the lads. Honestly, it's no wonder you can tell we're all fighters that we're being hit in the head. I swear it's terrible, this WhatsApp group for people answering back. So when it says between 2 and 5 and someone texts you, what's the earliest we can weigh in? Fucking 2 o'clock, that's what time it is. Just so you all know. 2 o'clock. The last weigh-in, the latest it can be is 5 o'clock. So just to get that out there, 2 is your earliest, 5 is the latest. That just, honestly, some of the questions we've had, Ross, you wouldn't believe it.
Are you going to name and shame Russell Burns for that?
I said, you know what? I said,
yes, we can. Absolutely.
Or should we just keep Russell anonymous? I will keep Russell anonymous for that one.
Yeah.
In the comments.
I went to bed that night and thought, if there was a quiz team of all these, he'd be the captain of the quiz team.
Fuck off, Gilly.
He's here in the comments. Kev losing more hair over WhatsApp group. Brilliant.
Wow. Dan, this is what you're up against, but we are a professional outfit, believe it or not.
It's all business on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, have you got any sponsors,
Absolutely.
teammates, gyms that you want to give a shout out to?
Starting with my sponsors, mate, I've got Militant Fightwear, Vanguard Flooring, Calibre Coaching, Down to Earth Gardening Services, Maisie's Munches, San Zeros, Patsy's Irish Sea Moss, Alpha Omega Massage, and KB Sourcing. So thanks to all those guys for helping me chase the dream. In terms of gyms, I think a lot. I've been doing a lot of work with Andy and the boys at O'Toole's. Best gym, best trainer, and also with Sean, Nasser, and Josh up here in Glasgow as well.
Yeah, brilliant. Great gym.
Nice.
Andy, obviously the only coach in the UK that's got a world BKFC World Heavyweight Champion. He does amazing things out of there. Him and Baz, both great lads, great personalities. Unfortunately, they can't be there, but like you say, you've got Danny Christie in your corner as well. You must be buzzing for that.
Oh yeah, a couple of years ago, I was watching, Danny fight, being in awe of him. Now he's got to be doing my corner. With a quick phone call yesterday, a little bit starstruck. To have one of the most iconic British bare knuckle boxers doing my corner, it's not a bad replacement for Andy.
Yeah, 100%. And when you get to meet him as well, don't be starstruck because he's just one of us. He's just a normal lad. Yeah. That's why everyone likes him so much, I think. What about yourself, Jimmy? Sorry, mate. Go on, Dan.
No. I was just saying absolutely to your last comment there, mate.
Yeah. Jimmy, have you got any sponsors, teammates, gyms you want to give a shout out to?
I haven't got any sponsors. Obviously, I've not really had time to even look around for sponsors, to tell the truth, with obviously my job role and stuff like that. With training and that, I've been training with Martin a lot. Obviously, been doing a bit with him in his dojo, that he calls it. And then obviously I've also been with being in the military as well. I've also done a lot of obviously army boxing and bits and bobs like that. So, and obviously getting myself out and about. Now, I've not really been to many gyms, I'd say so. But if you want to class it as the army gym, that's where I've been obviously doing most of my stuff at.
Good stuff. You two fighters, I'll let you go. I'm sure you've got, need to get the early nights in and finish preparation and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate you both for coming on. I can't wait to see you on Saturday night. Best of luck for the weigh-ins. Best of luck for your fight. Hope you both get out safe. That's the most important thing. And we appreciate you being on WBKB. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
No worries.
See you Saturday,
All the best.
guys.
Yeah,
See you
lads.
Saturday.
Looking forward to more fun down. See you live.
Yeah, two cracking lads there, and like you were saying, the professionalism of Dan Mohammed, I think, is just next level, isn't it? Is all the travelling that he does all around the country, sitting for 4 hours on a train just to go and train for an hour with some of the top coaches and things like that. It's unbelievable.
It's just like you're saying, Ross. You think it's next level, isn't it? And do you know what? You look, unfortunately, the nature of the fight game is that you get a lot of lads, especially as they climb to a certain level, where they all put those hard yards in. And unfortunately, there's always got to be a winner or a loser. But I always think when you look at people like Dan Mohammed and Martin Smith, when you put in the hard work that they do and then step in that ring, no matter what the outcome is on Saturday night, there's only winners there, because they're achieving things that only 0.001% of this planet would have the desire and the dedication to do. And that's like I say, it's special what they do, and it really is. There's no other way to describe it, basically.
We've said this before a million times. Anyone that gets in that ring cage, whatever it may be, Ross, people can judge all the like. Like I've been out after losses, wins, whatever it may be. There's always someone in a pub or in a restaurant, wherever it may be, they'll give you advice. And it's always like some big fat bloke that's never done a fucking day's training in his life. They'll tell you how you should have moved, how you should have done this. Until you get in there, go fuck off. Don't give me advice. Get in and try it yourself before you do that. It's like they're all warriors. These people that get in there, just stepping in that ring before anything. They're the true warriors that get in there. Until then, 100%. Give us advice,
Yeah, absolutely. And it can't be done without, WBKB sponsors. We owe everything to them to help get the show made and things like that, don't we?
Yeah, we do, Ross. So it's that time of the week where I give them all a shout out in a bit of a newsreader sort of fashion, as if I'm on ITV border presenting Look Around. So you
do remind me of Moira Stewart, actually. Now you've mentioned it, I've never noticed it until you've said.
I was thinking a man of your age will remember this guy, Ross. I was thinking more Eric Wallace, if I'm being honest with you. That's what I was thinking. Right, so eyes down. Thank you very much to the following companies: Bounty Competitions, Atex Scaffolding, All Things Beautiful by Georgia, Insta Blinds, Connor Smith Electrical, Cloud Competitions, J-Hog Construction Limited, Lake District Raw Dog Food, Little Vape Cave, Malibu Sunset Tanning Studio, Maxwell Flooring, Scrub Hub, Peyton Brothers Scaffolding Limited, The Strength Cartel, and again, because it's that Thursday night, and we've had a comment off Phil Radcliffe, who was the facilitator of the Whitehaven Andy's Man's Club. We'd just like to remind all you guys out there that, as ever, it is always okay to talk. Don't suffer in silence. Reach out, speak to your mates, speak to whoever, From our point of view, me and Kevin are always there for our guys fighting and other people. Like I say, don't suffer in silence. And I think there's probably a huge thank you to be given out at this moment in time, 2 days before the show, and that's to yourself, Ross.
No, I don't do anything.
I can't tell you, mate, how grateful we are for everything that you've done for us via the podcasts, via the spotlights, just the posters, just everything. you being there, just being a general top human being who was always there to give us advice and listen. And we honestly can't tell you how grateful we are to you, mate, and how honoured we are to have you as part of our team. And you know what, like Kev's just said there, we've made a friend for life in you, and like I say, it's been an absolute honour working with you again, mate, and long may that continue. So just want to say thank you to you for all that you do for us, mate. It genuinely is so much appreciated by us.
Oh, you big pair of gushy bastards. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, it means a lot. I love being involved with it. I was going to finish as well by saying a massive thank you to you two and a well done to you two, because putting the show together, it's no mean feat at all. It's 24/7. You've got your families and your kids and jobs and everything else on top. But what you've put together and what you bring, everyone will see on Saturday night. You'll see it. You'll have an amazing night. You'll enjoy the show. Have a little look around when you get there. take it all in. You know, all these sponsors that come in, all these sponsors that are on board, down to you two guys. You know, everyone that's going to be there, everyone that's bought a ticket. It's, you know, we thank them too.
Absolutely.
We said it this time round. We said, you know something. The last show that we did, like we were passing each other. Like I'd say, Gilly, like normally with, you know, like my house things. We were like pushing past like each other, going backwards and forwards, get the fighters ready, get the ring walks ready. We've all said to each other this time round, off like the, you know, the experiences of the last one. We're gonna enjoy this one. We're gonna watch the fights. You know, we've got everything's been organised. We're better. You know, we're more coordinated. We've got the right people for the jobs that we're doing. More staff. We're gonna sit back. We are gonna still be there. We're still organising, but we're gonna enjoy the show and take in what we've actually done this time around, because we didn't take it in the last time. I think by the time it was all over, the adrenaline dump that we had afterwards, we felt like we had flu or cold, you know, because we were bad felt because with that much going on.
Yeah.
So this time round, we're going to sit back, we're going to enjoy it, you know, and with the work that's been put into this one, honestly, everyone's going to enjoy it, Ross. It's going to be an eye opener for Cumbria. This is a big show, and it's only going to get bigger, as you know. We've had this discussion before, Ross, and this is going to go big places. You know, we've got good fighters. They're well looked after. They're well paid, and we're going places. We are.
Yeah, and obviously on the night, just to think, obviously we've got the Strength Cartel guys selling merchandise.
Yes.
The little vape cave will be selling vapes inside the venue. Andy's Man's Club are going to be there, so if you want to pop over to their stall and have a crack, there'll be plenty of WBKB merchandise on sale. We've got key rings, hoodies, polo shirts. Your official event program will be available on the night also. So, like I say, plenty of merchandise. And it's just popped up again. So we just want to say a massive thank you to Nicky Little for all that he's done for us. Nicky Little's running an absolutely fantastic raffle. Some great prizes. He's working away doing that for us. So on the night, get your tickets off Nicky or get them in advance. He's got some absolutely fantastic prizes to be won. And personally, the highlight of my night is going to be when the show's finished, getting outside, having Simon's biggest burger from his van. Sizzling Simon, big fat juicy burger. Can't wait for it. Honestly, Ross, that's going to, you know, you think the show's going to be great, but you know,
try a burger.
That's how far I'm looking forward to that burger. I'll have earned it that night.
Brilliant. 2 days away, weigh-in days tomorrow. I know last time we spoke, you were like, there's hardly any tickets left or very few tickets left. What we're saying with that now?
There's not enough tickets left to fill a taxi full of people.
Right.
So literally, you know, if you haven't got them,
I think we're playing at the moment, Ross, because we've had like a couple of people pull out, but a couple of people want the tickets as well. So it's a sold out event that we've got. So we're playing with people that's like lastminute.com. Also, I mean, tonight 3 VIP tickets went up tonight because 3 people couldn't make it. We put it back on the site. We got a knock on the door. I mean, Christ, it's been public house this now, but yeah, people like had them 3 tickets were gone just like that. So yeah, it's a sold out event. That's what we've got. It's a sold out event.
Yeah,
amazing.
And like
and
you
it's
said,
all down there. It's all down to you.
Literally, it's just Ross.
All of us, whether it's a team, Ross, that's what it is, mate. And you know, so that's what we'll pray on that. You know, it's not a licky ass cracker out like that. It's together we can work with each other. You know, the teams that we've got down site with guards, you know, like.
Do you know what? Like you say, the team just works well, Ross. There's me, Kev, there's yourself. You know,
don't forget Kelly. Don't forget Kelly in the background there as well.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Pretty much I'm undateable, and Kev's got a very understanding wife who's basically the engine room of the operation. You know, what the work that Kelly does on ticket and on spreadsheets and things like that.
With Gillimore.
With matching Marvel superhero
this is where our relationships went.
Sleeping on opposite corners of the sofa. That's how many hours we put into this show. We slept on the opposite ends of Kev's corner, Kev's sofa. So yeah, but yeah, like I say again, just reiterate, you know, Kelly's really been a massive driving force for us, and obviously we can't quite persuade her to go on these podcasts, but
no,
she's so greatly appreciated. She's absolutely vital to us and what we do.
Yeah, 100%. We've got Winwood Media coming to the event as well, who does the videography for the BKFC. I can't wait to see Adam meet up with Adam again, and he's going to put some great stuff together. And it's going to go onto the new WBKB YouTube channel. There's going to be clips going up there exclusively, so make sure you go over there to subscribe to that. Go over to the Instagram, give that a follow. And there's nothing much left to say, is there, lads? I mean, it's showtime nearly. I can't wait. I've got my new snazzy jacket on. I've got my little dicky bow.
I think that's what I'm looking forward to seeing the most. Actually, seeing how you come dressed.
I've got a lovely top hat with some feathers out of it as well, Kev, for you.
Excellent. I think I picked your feathers, if you remember rightly.
I won't lie, on that first show, Ross, I thought it was Reg Holdsworth off Coronation Street, to be honest.
I'm not wearing a top hat with feathers.
Yeah, this is it. It's showtime now, Ross. Showtime.
Yeah, nearly there. Brilliant, lads. Thank you very much.
It's
going to be the last one for a while.
Absolutely.
I'm sure we'll be doing more stuff together going forward in the future, and looking at a summer show. But we'll talk about that very soon. Appreciate you both for coming on. Appreciate you for the kind words that you said. Thank you so much. It means a lot. It really does, and it's right back at you guys as well. The love. Appreciate you both.
And get yourselves back over to the Moresby Club tomorrow for the weigh-in, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. It's all there. There'll be action, there'll be drinks, plenty going on. So get yourselves there.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Saturday, doors open.
Fight night.
Saturday, the doors open at 5 o'clock. The first fight's at 6 o'clock. Don't miss it, guys.
Correct.
And for the guys who
you need 1 or 2 tickets, that's how many's
left. For the guys who do make it to Moresby tomorrow, as a bonus, Russell Burns is doing autographs.
Can he write?
If he gets the right time.
Yes. Russell Burns is doing autographs. Moresby Club tomorrow, 2 till 5.
Nobody eats the crayons, he does it with his mouth. Right, we're going to love yous and leave yous. Thanks very much.
Brilliant, lads. Thanks very much. See you Saturday.
Thank you.
See you later. WBKB Thursday. I'm going to miss it. It's going to be, but we'll be back at some point. And I've got many other guests coming on the podcast as well. I've got the BKFC coming up 6th of April. So I'll have more fighters on from the BKFC. More news, more exciting announcements to make. Following the Red Corner podcast, go to Instagram, find out who my next guest's going to be. Jab that like button, jab the subscribe button, whatever you do. It's fight day. It's nearly there. I'll see you on Saturday. Don't miss the show. It's going to be unbelievable. Thanks to everyone in the comments. My man Rick Doherty, thank you very much for the donation. Speak to you all soon.